Hello again, YouTuber. This is your host, Black Samurai 7. I just want to post a video on an article that I read today. And this is going to be on a story that it's from Mississippi. And this is a story about a 3-year-old child who was left alone in the car. And I think if some of you have probably remembered the story about, and I'm sure that this is probably going on way before the story was even released in national news back in 2014, with Shanisha Taylor leaving her children alone so she can go to a job interview. But in that case, those children didn't die; they survived. But when this case, this child died. And as I was reading the article, it really made me want to cry because that's just awful and sick. For any parent to leave their 3-year-old child alone in a car. I just don't understand why people want to think, oh, I'm gonna leave my baby in the car. I'm only gonna be away for like 10 minutes or something like that. Nothing's gonna happen to the kid. And is that something to say from any parent? Oh, I'm only gonna be away for 10 minutes. Nothing's gonna happen to the kid. I don't think any parent should ever say that when it comes to their kid. Parents should never roll the dice when it comes to their children, ever. And that's just sad. Because what happened was that she was bringing her child over to visit her friend. What she really should have done, instead of leaving her child alone in the car while she went to her friend's house to have a friendly conversation and all that, she should have grabbed that baby out of the car seat, out of the booster seat or whatever. I think 3-year-olds probably sit in booster seats, maybe. I'm not sure, but whatever. So she should have pulled that baby out of the booster seat and brought her child into the house with her. She should have done that. If she had done that, this wouldn't have happened. This would not have happened. And then guess what? She and her friend, they both got fired. And you know what? I believe they deserved it. They deserved it. They deserved it completely because. And the thing is, though, because I read another thing in the article where it looks like in their policy, it's like family and friends, they're not allowed in the squad cars unless like they're actually, especially when it comes to children, they're not really supposed to be in the car unless they're dropping them off to school or anything like that. So that makes perfect sense. But she was just bringing them to visit her friends. She should have just brought her kid out the car and bring her with her in the friend's house. Why didn't she do that? Why didn't she just do that? The simple things in life, some people just don't want to do. And when it comes to that, sometimes something like this can happen. When it comes to taking care of somebody else, the simplest things that you are supposed to do and fail to do, they end up dead. And that's just sad. That's just totally, totally sad. I'm gonna say this about both these officers. I can't really say much about the friend. I don't know the full story, but for the mother, I'm gonna say this about the mother because she's the one I want to talk about here, not her friend. The mother is a straight up savage. She is straight up savage for leaving her child alone in that car, and she basically killed her kid. I'm gonna say that she killed her kid because in the South, it's very, very hot in the South. It gets hot in the South. And the thing is, you leave a kid alone in that car, it's going to get boiling hot in that car like a freaking oven. And that I do know. That I do know. I live up in the north. In the summer's now basically it's now over up here. But I know in the South, it gets very, very hot down there. And when it comes to kids, especially 3-year-olds, leave a 3-year-old alone in a car where that child could die, that's just wrong. That's just so wrong. And I read in the article about the father of the kid saying how he couldn't speak, he couldn't breathe. And it's understandable because he just lost his kid. And he responded in the right way, though. He responded in the right way by going to break up his shed. That's a good way of responding to a bad situation. By taking it out on materialistic items like destroying your room, destroying your house, want to break up your own car or something. Just taking your anger out on materialistic object, or trying to protest about something, or trying to start a GoFundMe page or something like that. And he did. This guy, the father, started a GoFundMe page as a way to just get support from his community for the baby girl's burial, and that's good. And I hope that I hope he raises a lot of money, where this child will have a proper burial. And I hope that, well, like I said, I don't know the full story. If he's dating somebody, sleeping with somebody, and getting another girl pregnant, I hope that like if he is doing that, I hope that like maybe if I'm hoping that maybe he marries the girl. If he is having sex with a girl, he marries her. He marries her, and they'll live together, and he'll be able to raise this child in a more healthier environment. Now, that's all I got to say about this. Feel free to like, comment, and favorite my video, and feel free to subscribe to my channel. See you guys later.